everybody, and welcome back to our reversal section. And in this tutorial, which is basically our last tutorial, we will see how we can compile our reversal in order to make it more actually convincible to the target. So for now on, we saw the usual compilation command, which is, let me just find it, which is this command. As we can see, we use divine, the point installer. We set the settings to be no console. We set another setting to be one file, and then the name of our actual file. Right now what we can do is we can actually create any icon we want for our actual reversal. As you remember, the previous reversals actually had the icon, let me just show you, the icon similar to this, which is a standard PyInstaller or Python exe icon, which really doesn't seem convincible, and if target sees this, they will not open it. But you can add some regular icons to our reversal, and it will make the target actually click it. We can also make our reversal to be an audio file. We can make it to be an image. We can make it to be a PDF file. Basically, the process is the same. I will show you how you can make an image, and I will show you how you can make a simple icon. So first of all, let us start with the actual icon. You can just go to the, let me just move this in since we will not run any command. You can just go to your Firefox and simply just search some icons on the actual Firefox or some websites that actually have icons. Then you can download that icon file and then you can use it in the compilation of your reverse shell. So you just go right here, type icons, for example, doesn't even matter. Hopefully something will come out. I remember using one website which had a bunch of different icons, but I'm not really sure how it was called. Hopefully we will find something like that. Okay, I believe it was Icon Finder. So let's go with that one. You click on the Icon Finder right here. Not really sure why is it this slow. Okay, so here it is, search for icons, and then you can just type here, for example, Google Chrome icon. For example, it doesn't have to be, you can just type PDF, Facebook, as I said right there, you can just type any icon you want. And here you have a bunch of different Google Chrome icons. You can use the regular Google Chrome. Oops, where did it go? Okay, so here it is. You can use regular Google Chrome icon. You can take any of these icons you want. For example, let's take this one or this one. Let me just go right here. We can download the actual icon. I believe it is in the download the second PNG format. Okay, so let's download it in the PNG format. And then what we will need to do is we will need to actually convert it to the icon file. So first of all, let's see if it will even download. I hope this is a free one. Yeah, it is. Open in icon editor, free icon downloading it. Okay, so open file. We don't want to open it, we just want to save the file. Okay, we have it right here. It is in our downloads folder. You can see my Firefox is currently a little bit slow, but here it is. Icon Finder, Chrome. And let's actually try to make an icon from that image. Since we got the .png file, now we can use the PNG to icon. Just simply search that. Icon convert, create icons from PNG and JPEG images online. So let's see how this will work. I am for the first time using this website, so let's browse for our file. We go to the downloads, and in the downloads we open our file. So, and then we upload it. It will say successfully uploaded it. And let's see what we need to do. Crop your image. We don't want to crop anything. Convert to icon for Windows 7, Windows 8, Vista and XP. Doesn't seem to have Windows 10, but hopefully it will work. Download your icons. Here it is some icon file. Okay, save it. And it should be in the same folder as our PNG file. Or our PNG Chrome image. So let's open our downloads folder. Why aren't you opening it? let's just navigate it through our terminal since our Kali Linux is a little bit slow. Here it is right here. Let us rename it, so move icon finder underscore ico to blackchrome.ico, since it will be much simpler to actually use it. And now let's see if we can actually compile with this. So we can go to our root, or not, yeah, root, Python down, programs, reverse shell, and let's navigate, or not navigate, let's compile our program and make it have an actual icon. So we use the same thing as before, wine, drive C, then scripts, I believe, or no, Python 27, then scripts, then pyinstaller.exe. Next thing we want to do is use one file, no console, and then in the order to add the icon, we have to specify -- icon, and then the path to the actual icon, which is root, downloads, and then blackchrome.ico, and then the name of our file. So let's press here enter to see whether this will work or not. So this is compiling. Then we will plug in our USB drive. In order to move our reverse shell to the USB drive. So let's wait for this to finish. And then after actually seeing if this will work, we will add an icon of our actual image that I have on my USB drive, and we will see how our program or our reverse shell can have an icon of an image and also open an image. So let me just check this out right here, change directory to this, move reverse shell to media root Kali live. Unplug my USB drive. Let's check it out. Okay, so it doesn't seem to have the actual icon. Well, that seems a little bit strange, but it doesn't even matter. I use some website that I haven't used before. Let me just check something out. Sometimes you need to refresh multiple times in order for it to show for some reason. But no, this one just doesn't have it. Okay, let us try another one. And that another one can just be our picture, since I actually took in matter that this might happen. So I used some picture that I already tested before, which is the actual, let me just change my directory to my Kali live, which is this dragon wallpaper Chinese.jpg. If I copy it, so copy to my root Python programs reverse shell. And then I can change my directory to there. Python programs reverse shell. And now, at the same time, let's make our reverse shell open this as well as have the icon of this image. So in order to do that, we need to navigate our reverse shell.py, but let me delete this other stuff for now. And let me nano reverse shell.py, and we need to import a certain library. If we don't have it imported yet, let me just check everything right here. We need to go down to our program, and right here where we actually create the persistence, right after it we want to open the actual image. Now in order to do that, we will use a pyinstaller folder or temporary folder, which we can access with the sys._me ipass, or let me just show you. If we create an actual location, which will be underscore file name, which will be the location where our pyinstaller will store the actual image which we compiled during the compilation, which in our case will be the dragon wallpaper Chinese. I believe that is the actual name. So we need to specify the location to be sys._me ipass and then plus, and between the double quotes we need the backslash and then the name of the actual image. So let me just save this, type ls, copy the name of the image just so we don't mistype anything. So make sure to copy the exact same name of any JPEG image you want, and then specify it right here. So use your JPEG image, paste it right here. we can see right now we have the full path, and all I want to do right now is try to open this path with the subprocess, subprocess.popen, and we want to use the subprocess library so we can continue executing our code even after the image is opened. We want to open the program, or the, in our case, image, at the location of file name, shell equals true as usual, and in any other case we can just perform any type of code, doesn't even matter, we can just perform some simple addition. So number equals 1, number 2 equals 2, number 3 equals number plus number 2. Now you might be asking, why am I doing this? Well, basically, first of all, we don't really have anything to do in the except rule, and second of all, we want to perform some simple functions that really do not do anything for our code, because sometimes these functions can help bypass the antivirus. Since sometimes antivirus can check out your program and see that you have some regular functions, such as in our case this simple addition function, and then they think this is a legit program. Now that is another case, but for now on we just don't need to bother coding anything else. If this doesn't work, we will just proceed to actually opening the shell. Now also make sure that I'm running this in the actual if not os.path.exists. Now that is the reason behind that is, for example, if we are not running this on the target for the first time, we don't want to actually open an image. So if we run it for the first time, let's say target downloads an image, which is an actual reverse shell from us, they put it right here. Let me just delete this for now. They place it right here, they run it, the image opens up, and then we create the persistence, which will open the backdoor at every boot up of the actual computer. Now imagine if at every boot up the same image opened every time. It would create a suspicion, they would know something is wrong, and then they would investigate further on. So we only want to open the image for the first time of the target running the program, and any other time we don't want to open anything. That's why this part of code is tabbed in this section right here. So right now, if everything is performed correctly, we can save this, and all we are left to do is perform the conversion of JPEG to ICO. So we can just use a simple website, JPEG to ICO. We can go to the icon converter, or no, this was the one that we actually used, so we can go to the second one, which is convert ICO, JPEG to ICO. Let's click right there. It will probably ask us to actually upload the file itself. Okay, so here it is. Now let's click, let me just find, okay, so click right here. Now let's navigate to our actual Python programs, reverse shell, and our Dragon wallpaper Chinese. So open this. And you can see right here at the right side, it asks us to download the actual ICO file for this image. Just click on this arrow right here. It will ask you to save the file. Click Save File. It will download it. It will download it in the Downloads folder of your Kali Linux machine. Let us just double check that, just in case. Just as usual, our actual Firefox is a little bit slow. Okay, doesn't even matter, let us just close this. We downloaded everything successfully. We don't really need this to be open anymore. Let us just check if it is really in the root and downloads folder. If we just type ls, this black chrome.ico we don't really need anymore. We also don't need icon finder, chrome.png, and we have our Dragon wallpaper Chinese.ico. So all we want to do right now is go back to our root Python programs, reverse shell, and perform the full compilation in order to get this icon to be the icon of our reverse shell, and also for the image to actually open once we start the program. So the full command will be something like this: wine, then root.wine, and then drive C Python 27 scripts, PyInstaller, And first thing we want to do is use an option called add and then or dash dash add dash data, and between the double quotes we need to specify the path to the image we want to open, not to the ICO file but to the JPEG file. Okay, so we need to specify root Python programs reverse shell dragon wallpaper Chinese.jpg. Now also make sure that at the end, before closing the double quotes, at the end of the actual path, add the dot and the comma, and then add the comma, and then add the dot at the end. So this specifies that we only use this file right here. So once again, dash dash add dash data, open double quotes, path specified, then dot comma, and then dot, and then close double quotes. And then afterwards we can specify dash dash one file, dash dash no console, dash dash icon, and then the path to the actual icon, which is in our downloads folder. So the path is root downloads, and then the actual name is dragon wallpaper Chinese.ico. And all we are left to do afterwards is actually specify the name of the file that we are compiling. Press here enter. And while this is compiling, make sure that you go to your command prompt and to your registry, and if you ran the program before and didn't delete the registry, let me just go right here, and didn't delete the registry and didn't delete the actual backdoor from the app data, make sure to delete it, otherwise this will not actually open an image. So right here, you can see I don't have anything. If I go to the app data, to the roaming, dir right here, just delete. I have, you just type, or let me just enlarge this, type dir once again. Windows 32 exe needs to go, or not dir, I need to del Windows 32.exe. And if I just type dir once again, it is no longer there. It is also no longer in the actual registry. So that means that we are going to run our program for the first time according to the actual computer. And then, okay, so it is already plugged in. Move reverse shell to the /media/root and then Kali live. We move our program, and right now we will close the actual USB drive, and then we will run it right here. And let's see what opens right here. For some reason, once again, we don't have an actual icon. But never mind, let's see if it will open the actual image once started. So we double click this. And we can see that it is actually opening image. It takes a little while to load up, but eventually it will load up. Okay, so here it is. This is the image that we actually coded in our program. And also, after opening this image, it even started our reverse shell. So now, if our icon actually worked, for some reason it doesn't want to show. But for example, if you restarted your PC, then the icon would be right here. Sometimes it just doesn't want to work, and sometimes it does. Basically, the command is always the same, so the command is this one. Let me just show it right here. You will always use this command. So whether it works now or not, it doesn't even matter. What matters is if we run our server, let me go one directory back and run our server, listening for the incoming connections, we should receive the connection from this reverseshell.exe. Here it is. You can run usual things such as who am I, then help to check our available options, and everything is good as usual. Now, we managed to actually open an image. That image could have also been a PDF file. It could have been an audio file, for example, some song or something like that. It could have been a PNG image. Now, some images don't really work, but most of them really do. I remember encountering some that didn't even want to compile for some reason. But the actual icon didn't seem to load this time, even though I think it is just a glitch in my desktop, because I used the same thing I used before, and for some reason it doesn't want to show it right here. But if you try it a few different times, you will be good to go. Maybe try it with some different image, and maybe it will go even faster. So that will be about it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that in the next tutorial will stick with me, where we will actually code our keylogger for the backdoor. So that will be about it for this section. Hope I see you in the next one, and take care. Bye.